Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am Gamion. I will be your good day developer for the stream. With me, my co-host Mega Kitty, who is currently sleeping under the blanket. Maybe she'll come around a little later and we get to see her and say hello. So I'm a AAA developer by day, indie by nights and weekends, and I'm working on an online multiplayer soccer brawler called Field of Heroes. Hope to have that in demo form before the end of this month. It's already been submitted for review, and as well as the store page to go with it. And this evening, I'm working on some stuff that I want to patch the demo with once it is released. Two things to kick off with. One, I want to make a confirmation screen so when players quit, they have the option to back down. Second thing I want to work on is quality of life improvement. I want to make it so if we actually get people playing the game and they start to have issues with trolls, with people who trash talk pretty nasty and all that stuff, then they will have the option to flag those players so that they don't have to listen to them, they don't have to play with them. So that's what I'm working on this evening. So let's go ahead and get started here with the quit game feature. So generally, if your game has a quit menu, you want a confirmation button for that. And I used to have a node here for confirmation. I don't remember where I put it. I'll have to make a new one. So let's see. I think it was confirmation. Show confirmation dialog. No, that's Google. Here we go. Say quit game. And then we look at the result. And we confirm. That should be it. Oh, and for those of you who play Microscape, you're welcome to the server. And we have support for that. Let me see where I'm at right now with Microscape is an online idle MMO that plays itself, and the first time I ever heard of one of those, I'm like, what is this? What is this weird kind of game? So, let's see if I'm still out of energy here. Out of energy means that the way this game works is it's for Twitch viewers and Twitch streamers. And you get playtime through Twitch redeems. It's sort of a way to kind of help people get to discover other people's channels. So it looks like I'm out of energy for the moment, meaning that I'll need to either redeem some time on it using these kind of emotes, like I'll do, for instance, a 1 hour for all. So anyone in the stream who plays Microscape will get 1 hour of gameplay. So that's how that works. It's interesting. I've never heard of such a thing before, but still, I'm willing to give it a shot. All right, so let's test our confirmation window here. Nope, still quitting. Let's have a look at that again. Oh, no, we got pinned in the wrong node. There we go. There we go. Are you sure you wish to quit? Nope. Yep. And there you go. That was a really easy change. I'm going to put that in source control before I forget. Let's see, I did not change this. Confirmation button to the front end quit menu. Hey, weak does stuff. Thank you. I personally believe that the main menu is a first impression, can give gamers a first impression that the developer really wants their game to look really polished and fun. And it's not. I'm not trying to diss other developers who don't have the budget or the knowledge or the time to do that, but just something like this, I don't know, it just really makes the game just feel so much better. like go here and then go back. And I've seen main menus, even developers who are lurking right now. I've seen they have some really cool main menus. All of them have their own things, their own animations, their own. Some of them are even mini games, and it's really a pleasure to see them. And you just want to click on everything and see what happens. So, but yeah, that is the so that's the main menu here. Yes, we have these, and then the, how it drops down like that. And I'm a big stickler for being able to see which menu item has focus. See, when I use the arrow keys, you see how it goes up and down like that. Now, most games just have a highlight, or they maybe make the text a little bigger, but I like animations. But again, that's just a personal taste. Because if a button is lit, I may not know that it has focus. I don't know, have trouble seeing it a little more, for whatever reasons. So, all right. So, and now I'm going to show you what I'm working on next. Is double check that everything's committed here. Yeah. Okay. So right now, the top right, there. Oh, you can't see it. Let me make it more visible for you. So at the top right of the game screen here, there's a menu. This is a simulated because it's playing in editor, but you can see your friends on Steam, and you can invite them to your squad. And when your friends are in your squad, then you always stay on the same team together. You follow each other, wherever you go to play. So right now, there's only your friends social button here. I'm going to add a new button here, which will control the what I mentioned before about flagging players. So I've already kind of set the base for it. So let me get that visible. And this is all in the player drawer. Yeah, in the UI, there's a player folder, and the player folder has this. But yeah, this flag, you don't see this flag in the game, but you're about to. So we're going to make this is collapsed. We're going to make this non-hit testable. Okay. Good. So now we should see that on the screen. Yes, there we go. Doesn't do anything yet. And we're going to make it do something next. So we're going to want a new drawer for that. Let's see what we got. Player. I almost want to reorganize a little bit of this. Player, friends drawer. Which is already here. Career drawer, friends drawer. Okay, let's make a new one. Now, let me take a quick look at this blueprint here. Okay, there's already a bunch of stuff in here. In this widget. Okay, but it is based on user widgets. So let's make a new user widget. So I want to come up with a name for this kind of category of menu. Like flag, I guess blacklist for now. Blacklist drawer. We're going to make it look like the friends drawer a little bit. Okay, so this is going to be, let's see. So we're going to have we have two headers. Now in squads we have two groups. People in your squad and everyone else in the game. I'm going to make this be, we're going to have to change this out. Friends drawer squad header. We don't really need that. Its own header. Oh, just an overlay. I guess we can just do an overlay. So let's just put some text in here. What does this border look like? Okay. What's this border? Okay. So this will be players. I'll just call it players. Let's see, match players. And this is going to be the blacklist. And let me take a quick look again at the space dimensions we're dealing with here. Okay. It should be alright. It should not be a normal thing for a player to have like dozens of names in the blacklist. But it may be someday, but not after release, I don't think. So this is how it generally works. Match players, then blacklist. And let's see, list view in game. So we're going to make some new widgets for these lists. So I remember what I'm doing here. So we'll see friend, squad list item. Let's make a new one. What do I call it? Current match players. So we go to, don't want this at the moment, we want this. Let's change our list item. And that button's for kick. Actually, well, in this case, this is actually the, wait a minute. Okay, that's already, okay, that doesn't really apply here. Let's see, so let me actually bring the drawer up, see how it looks so far. As soon as I do one other thing. So backlist, list item. We're going to tear out all this stuff for the moment. Okay, make that nice and clean. And we don't want this. Oop. Want that name, but we don't want cooldown, we don't want squad leader, canvas panel, kick. I think it should be a button that appears. I'm just going to take this out. Okay, let's add the blacklist drawer here. Oh, when will the bots ever learn? You know, this will be hidden for now. Look at the dimensions of the friends drawer real quick. Okay, so far so good. Now we're going to make a new animation for show blacklist drawer. I think you can just copy the settings from here. Cool. Click button career on social and let's make a new button handler for blacklist. I gotta hide these other buttons too. How am I gonna deal? So I want to. So only one drawer is visible at a time. I wonder just how I can make that. I have to duplicate some of this stuff. I don't want to. Let's see. Gotta think on that for a second. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's not going to be that bad. Let's make a little space here. So we have a career drawer, blacklist drawer. It's pressed in. Oh, no, we can just do this. Oh, no, we have to set them separately. Alright, well, it's not terrible. There's going to be some duplication here, but I think it'll be fine. Okay, let's see if this makes the blacklist appear. And it's probably going to look buggy and not work, but let's see. No, it looks like it's showing the squad drawer. Ah, yes, that's why. Yeah, loading, okay. So that's progress. Oh, right here. Okay. So yeah, this is actually working. What I want to do is, let's see, how did the friends list change, update the loading status? Okay, it's a refresh there. Okay, I see. So let me at least start a make the row for the blacklist. Good. Now, before I release the demo, I did make a blacklist subsystem. It's with intention to bind it to the interface later. So let's go to our subsystems folder. Where was it? So was it social? Was it online? So many files I even forget sometimes. Subsystem social, okay. That's right, social subsystem. All right, let's see what methods I expose here. Now, if you're using a modern language like Godot or Godot script or even C#, you don't have to worry about header files like you do with C++. But Unreal Engine is C++, so it's something I have to live with. Okay. So, all right, I think I know what I'm going to do here. Match players. We're going to start by populating that. So let me look at how the friends drawer populated real quick, and I'm going to imitate that. So we have a refresh feature. Where is it called from? It looks like a few... Okay, so a few places. So bind events. We're going to need to do that in the graph. We're done with this. So let's make a new node for bind events. And another node for refresh. So we should be in parity with the player. Okay, good. Oh, there's the bind events. All right, so we're going to start the population with getting all the players in the game. Let's see. Session, player state base should be it. Do for each. Oh, we want to clear the list first. Oh, let's update those list name properties too. List view, in game, actually match players, blacklist. We're going to hide that that first part. We're going to probably hide this entirely when we're not in the match or in a lobby. So we get all the match players. That. Wait a minute. What was... Oh, hide the loading overlay. Okay, so we're going to do that too. So we're going to clear both lists first. I'm going to take a quick look at this again. Okay. Populate the match list will be next. And to do that, I need a new blueprint. Actually, I don't need a blueprint. We can just do the friend. Okay, we can just add that directly. So we can do match players, add list item. Good. Populate the list of match players. Now again, we're not going to hide this outside of a match yet. We'll get there, but not yet. And then when we're done with that, we populate the blacklist. Oh, this is in Blueprint? Okay, maybe it is intentional. Yeah. See, that should be blueprintable. Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't... Well, I would like to hide the abstraction of how the blacklist is maintained in a save game from the caller. Kind of like to do that. Okay, we're gonna punt on that. And then hide the loading overlay. Okay, should have added me because I am technically a player, even though it's not a match yet. So let me take a look at this. Nope. Oh, maybe I wasn't, okay. Oh, okay, no, this is the main menu. There aren't any session players. Alright, that makes sense. So what I can do here is empty. Then I want to hide the whole thing. So let's hide a vertical box. Let's see, overlay match players. Wait, what if I just hide the list? Yeah, we're going to hide everything. So let's make this visible. And this will be collapsed so they don't show up. And then when that's completed, better yet, let's move this, let's take this. Move it up here. Irish John Games. Oh boy, this is gonna be a heck of a raid. Thanks, Irish John Games, for raiding. This is a big surprise and very pleasant one at that. Let's do a shout out for Irish John Games here. Let's see. Let me get the music down here. Oh, the background music was always off. Ugh. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get the shout out, because on this channel we roll out the red carpet for our raiders. We the Missy there. So I'm actually a AAA developer by day and indie by nights and weekends, and I am solo deving with the exception of the artwork. An online multiplayer soccer brawler called Steal the Heroes, which I am just submitted for review as a demo, and I hope to have released in as early access in summer. So let me give you a taste of the let's see, the latest playtest. Oh, it doesn't have all the content though. Yeah, what the heck? I'll show you the what I have the demo content. Right here, so you can see what it's all about. And let me give you the full experience. So we're just going to go ahead and kick off a custom game. And you can play in this game, you can play as one of, in the demo, 6 heroes, but in the full release, the 9 heroes. So you have, it's like orc soccer. So you can do, you have 2 forwards to choose from. So you have 1 range and 1 melee. You have 2 midfielders who help escort the ball to the other side of the field. And yes, one of them actually is riding a lynx, a Beastmaster. And 2 defenders who try to prevent the opponents from scoring goals. So yeah, this is what the Field of Heroes is. It is online multiplayer, PvPvE. So let's go ahead and get started with a quick game and see how it unfolds. Oh, stole the ball from me. I didn't even see that. Oh. This guy, spike trap for them too. Oh. Now, what'd you pass it to him for? So again, these are bot backfills that I designed and programmed, and they do a decent job. Oh. Yep. Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Well. Again. Oh, and let me. Can you post your the link to your Steam store page before you go Irish John Games? And I can probably pin that too. Because Irish John Games, for those who don't know, has made a Rise of Piracy. It is a pirate battle. Actually, he can describe it better than I could. Pirate battle simulator. You command your fleet. You can either play nice and be nice to people and run errands, or you can conquer and pillage and all that fun stuff. Missed. Got it. Let's run it in. Oh! It's gonna run it in. Yeah, stole it. And they took it back. So this demo has 2 fields you can play on, but the full version will have at least 8. A number of them have meta games. So think Heroes of the Storm, where you have things you have monsters on the field who attack you, like giant sandworms and even mercenaries. Psych! Yeah. Another thing you can do in this game is change heroes mid-game, and I'm going to switch over to the were-orc, and I'll show you the cool stuff they can do. All right, I'll show you the cool stuff in a sec. There you go. Oh. Alright, we're going to go full werewolf on this. Oh. And then, of course, they had to trap me, so I'm going to use the other ability on him. Yoink! Take that. Psych! This is actually one of my favorite characters. This is probably my favorite melee character to play in this game. Oh, Mega Kitty got up. My cat Mega Kitty is eating some dinner right now. Alright, time to go wolf mode. Took him down at least. Alright, I think it's going to be a shutout. And we win.
MVP.
All right, let's look at the final scores and tallies here. Yes, I mean, 3 goals, 14 takedowns, 46 seconds possession time. So, that is Field of Heroes. And let's give you a quick taste of the second level, and then I'll get back to game development. This actually has a sandworm in it that will attack you. I'm going to be the Dragoon this time. That's a triple hit. Oh. Oh, there's a sandworm. Alright, hopefully like fire-breathing dragons. No. Another 2 for it. Let's run in. All right. What was that? Oh. wizard. He's fun. No. Nice, that's dragging toward me. All right, go, go. Yeah. So what happens is the salmon appears, and then you need to attack it more than the other team. And if you knock out enough hit points in a certain time, then it will spawn a sand trap that the other team falls into, and they get sucked into it. Another easy goal.
MVP.
And this is Field of Heroes. The demo should be out before the end of the month if all goes well. And until then, if you want to support the project with a wish list, follow the Steam store page and link, which is right here. And it'll take us to your store page. And for those of you who don't know already, who were here before the raid, if you want to check out Rise of Piracy by Irish John Games, then check it out at this link, which I will post. And I'm going to pin that one for a bit. Yep, so if you haven't seen it already, go check it out. It's pretty fun. And Field of Heroes, wishlist that. And yeah, some of the other fields that we got, literally in a volcano, in a swamp, and a bridge, which I don't know if that's gonna make the cut or not, the bridge, because I've had trouble with the verticality on that one. And even in a magical forest. So all kinds of stuff going on there. All right, so this evening I was working on one of the things that you just got to work on when you're making this kind of game, which is being able to flag players as abusive so that you don't matchmake with them often, or if at all possible, and you don't see them in chat. And this hasn't been a problem because the demo hasn't been out yet, but I want to get ahead of it. And I just want to make sure that if someone makes a post on the discussion forum saying, hey, this player was mean to me and I couldn't do anything about it, then I at least be able to have them flag that player. And again, it will mute all their messages and it will avoid matchmaking with them. So I'm just starting that interface tonight. Don't know how far I'll get tonight, though. And we also have some other, in addition to Irish John Games, we have some other talented game developer streamers with us as well. And I want to give a shout out to one or two of them before I get back in the zone. And starting with, I know Just Cavino was lurking earlier, so let's give him a shout out.
where I'm at and what my value is in society at each point and stage of my life, because the more there's a science to it.
And one other shout out to another developer. So many of them out here tonight. So I'll give two more. Actually, I got IRAD Dev is lurking. That gigantic spaceship. I guess a shout out to P Gorley as well. All right, who clipped that? And another one I'll give out is Clayman Dev, working on an amazing physics fighter game. It is really coming together. It is looking great.
Do you see this? Do you see this? There is actually a Rise of Pirates meetup at TwitchCon. So we really need to get John there.
Okay, and I know there's more of you out there. But I'm going to get you all shout outs in due course. I'm going to switch back to development here. So many talented developers here tonight. It's great. And then, what was I doing? Yeah, this. Overlay match players. So I'm making it, I'm making what's called a drawer. It is something a panel that slides out when I select it. And disability. And it will show you who's in the game and who's in your blacklist. So, and we want to do a select on that. Let's move this down. And move this down and this up. Alright, if it's empty, then we collapse it. Otherwise, non-hit testable. Okay, so let's see how this looks in the front end. Okay, here, good. So the top column is, or the top row, which would have the list of players in the match, is not there, which is good. So, because I'm not in a match. So we just got the blacklist. Now let's do, now I'm going to go into a actual match and see if that appears at the top now. There we go. So that text block is going to be me. So we're going to take care of that shortly. So that's the item. Flag player, we don't want that yet. We do want this. Okay, so how do we do this in here? Oh, for an in-game. Squad list item. Here you go, player name. How do we fill that? Okay, clean and refresh. Yes, that's it. Our list item set. And we'll do clean and refresh. Ah, yes, here we go. Actually, I don't need to preserve that. I can just pass it right in. Initial setup. Okay. This looks like it fills in the info. And I'm not using this. Scale box player name. Why am I doing these things? Oh, okay. I think I know why. Invite in progress now. Unique. Can I? No. Gotta check something real quick. I want to get a player ID. I don't think there's a way to get that from here. Squad ID. Squad ID. Okay. Okay, I need to do this. How does it get unique? No, that's not it. Get unique net ID. Oh, I forgot the name for that. Player state. That's it. Okay, unique ID. I think that was the right one. Let me check. Yeah. Okay, I can get that unique net ID from that. Then player state. Player name. Okay, we just need to get their avatar and then we're in business. So for those of you who came in later, I am working on a system that allows players to blacklist trolls and troublemakers so they don't matchmake with them and so they don't have to hear them talk in chat. And while we're waiting for that to build, for those of you who are unfamiliar, there's a game that referred to me maybe 2 weeks ago called Microscape. It is a online idle MMO, self-playing MMO. And what you do is for streamers and Twitch viewers. So what you can do is if you're either, then you sign up with your Twitch account and then you just jump in and maybe find a few friends to tag along with you and play. So that's what I got going on right now in the background. Just grinding for defense points, and after that I'm probably going to go back to maybe raise my attack level a little bit. It's called microscape.cc, and if you want to check it out, learn more about it, just go to this website and see what you think. If idle MMOs are your thing. Okay. And let's see what Mega Kitty's up to. And that's a bit up. There we go. That's a bit high. We need to bring that down a bit. It's cutting off some of the image there. See that one more time. That's better. All right, back to this. Now we do net ID, and there we go. Let's see if that looks any different now. Okay, yeah, that looks right. If this were actually playing in a Steam build, then I should see my proper name and thumbnail there, but I don't. But that's a step we want. So, how do I add myself to the blacklist? That's the question. Now, obviously, I'm gonna remove my own user from the match player list, but for testing purposes, this makes it easier to test things. So let's see. I'm gonna do that. I think I need a button there. Let me take a quick look how I did this in the front end. Okay. So we have a button there for the squad. So how do I add that here? Let's see. I think it's all in the invite overlay. So let's copy that over. So we don't have pending invites, so this doesn't apply. And we don't really have match invites. So we can just take these out. So we'll make this size box, horizontal box, action buttons. Oh, really? That's its own button? Huh. How do I make this more generic? I can't. All right. Maybe I will make it its own button. Gotta update our anchors here. $40.0. Oh, I gotta change something in here. Here we go. There we go. Okay, there's the button. So I gotta make it so when I mouse over the list item, then it will show the button. Although, what would actually be better is is maybe a flag icon. Do I want to have a blacklist text or a flag icon? Or both? Yeah, I can do both. But for now, I'm going to leave it without the icon. Okay, I want this to be kind of a dumb button. I want this to handle it. So let's do. Oh, there's no clicked. Huh. Oh, it's just a widget. How did this work then? Unclicked, button invite. Oh, there it is. Button blacklist. Why can't I just use a regular button? Let me try that first. Oh yeah, that wouldn't work well. Probably kind of look at something like this. Maybe we can handle it from the within the button. Let's just get to that in a minute. So, mouse over to make the button appear and disappear. Copy some functions over and make this work. Wait a minute, maybe I don't need that. Yeah, maybe I don't. Let's go back here. Do nothing. those animations real quick. Show invite overlay. Show player name. Okay, so we're going to have animations for this one too. Show blacklist button. Yeah, I want separate ones. Really, blacklist. And we're going to copy the same animation tracks. It'll let us. Okay. We're going to do the reverse for hiding. There you go. Now, if this works, we should see the animations at runtime. Oh, now make it hidden at first. Now how did I do it in this one? What was the default visibility? Non-hit testable. Ah, yes, that's what I did. Yep, there you go. It's a little hard to see, but now when I mouse over it, the blacklist button appears. So what that needs to do is bring up a prompt. So what I could do is just make it so they're added to the blacklist, and that's that. I might do that for the first iteration, and then later on maybe make it more granular. So maybe in the first build, I'll do, you're either blacklisted or you're not. You're either going to match make, not match make, not be heard, and it's all or nothing. But then in the future, I could make a more advanced interface. Say, I want to mute this player, but I do also want to matchmake with them because when they're muted, they're actually not bad to play with. So that might be something I'll iterate on later. And for the moment, I'll just kind of have a one and done, you're on the blacklist. So let's see again what I got. Bam. Okay, so how would I do that? So we have to deal with this handler. Alright, so what are we doing here? Well, I think we already have a function social subsystem. Yeah, blacklist player. Okay, but what is the player? So how do we get that ID? Wow, I have some more cruft to eliminate from here. Okay, so then back to this. How do we know? How does that button know what player it's corresponding to? And for that, I may need to just have it forward the event to its parent, and then the parent can do that. So back to this. Blacklist player. Oh, yeah, we're gonna need... Wait. Oh yeah, we just do this. Okay. Yeah, this should be invalid from the editor. Oh no, that's right. That's right. Okay, so that would add myself to the blacklist effectively. So cool. All right, so that's a step further. But then, so that would work. Actually, that doesn't do anything down under the hood yet. Oh yeah, it does. Let's see. All right, so that would add them under the hood. So what should happen if they were already blacklisted? I guess that should... Yeah, that should be up here. If they're already blacklisted, then when I mouse over them, it should give me the option to either... It should give me the option to unblacklist. Or I should make a new section beneath match players for blacklisted match players, which I kind of prefer. so they're not mixed in with the regular match players. So we're gonna probably need another section, I think. Because if they're left in the regular blacklist, then they may be buried in the list and you can't see them. So let's make another overlay. Okay, looking a little better. But there's all that space there. But why is there all that space if the list is clear? Oh, it should be auto. And this too. Okay, that's better. So that means we got to go back into our population here and manage players who are not blacklisted. So we're going to need to start writing queries for whether a player is blacklisted or not. Okay. We're going to need that. Blacklisted users. Players. is, then return. There you go. And then the other function is player blacklisted. Just implement that pretty quick. And why is this highlighted red? Const. This is going to be very slow, doing iteration, doing a loop here. But unless there's thousands of blacklist users, this should be super fast at the same time. Okay, so that should get us the information we need to populate the list with. Why is this one still giving me an error? Get blacklisted players const. No, there's no error after all. Blacklisted players. Player unique ID. So if they're blacklisted, then we add them to the second list. Okay. Then after I add, where's the handler for, oh, that's in the list item. So how do I have the list item message the drawer that a player was blacklisted? I could have an event in the social subsystem for that. Let's see. Backlist. Before I do that, I just had another thought. I think instead of is player blacklisted, I'm going to have a get. Actually, is player blacklisted. And then we're going to get their user. Yeah. What was the U-frame display name? Okay. Yeah. That way we can get their information if they are blacklisted. I think that gives us more information that we can use. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to change that, and then, oh yeah, the delegate. Yeah, I think I'm going to rename this. Get blacklisted player. Because then in the delegate, I can just send the user ID, and then we can use that to get their info. System player blacklisted. Okay. That looks right to me. Or maybe I'll just broadcast the user the whole thing. I'm still going to keep that getter as it is. No, I think no, I'll do it the first way. So we'll do user. Oh, user ID. There we go. There. Now we have events and a getter, and we can run with that. get blacklisted player. All right. Now let's go back to the events. I just want to try and get this working because I put in a full day of AAA dev and I kind of jumped into this, so I'm starting to get a little tired, but I want to see how far I can get before I'm really hanging it up. So we'll say get social bind event. Non-player blacklisted. Hey, Jacob Dev, welcome. So everyone, this is Jacob Dev. Let's go ahead and give him a shout out. It's going all right. I thought, So I thought there was a clip in there somewhere, but yeah, so I'm kind of doing some of the boring stuff tonight. Working on blacklists so that if you're in an online game and someone's causing trouble, then you can blacklist them. And what that means is that you won't see their chat text, and you won't matchmake with them in further games. But I do know another streamer who's here with us. I'm gonna give them a shout out. So we're going to say shout now, Dev.
There is a light and darkness system, but just to demonstrate. So we got 4 main ingredients here. We got eyes of newt, crow's feet, worms, and blood. So this is our game, and it is what we brew in the shadows, being made for the Pirate Software the Pirate Software Game Jam 15. What we brew in the shadows.
And words of wisdom from NanoDev. And I think all we're going to need to do here is just refresh the list every time that event is kicked off. So now we also want to clean up after ourselves. Yeah, let's see, unbind events. Now here's the thing, in Unreal Engine, you can bind events and they will trigger when the event source broadcasts it. But you will be tempted to not unbind once you're done, because when you're shutting the game down, like it doesn't really, it doesn't crash, doesn't cause any problems, no leaks, if you don't want to unbind your events at the end. But I want to be thorough, and I want to unbind my events, in cleanup, so that there's no loose ends. So now we're going to unbind event from blacklisted. Oh, unbind event. Blacklisted, and then the same for this. There, now we got a proper cleanup now. right, and then now we refresh. We want to make sure that all the lists are cleaned, so we need to clean match players, blacklisted match players, and the blacklist. Okay. So we did that. And match players and match blacklisted players. Okay, let's see if that works. So we're gonna capture. Let's see if this event actually gets triggered. So I'm gonna blacklist myself. We'll see what happens. That's me. It's like a generated alphanumeric thing that every time I start a new session in my editor. So blacklist here. So let's make sure that blacklist function works too. So blacklist. Okay, that user ID looks good. So we track the user, we track the time that we banned them, because I may want to know, when did I don't remember this user, when did I ban him? Was it last week or was it last year? So we track their last known nickname and when they banned them, and their uniqueifier that is unique across the Steam platform. At least currently, for currently we do that. I'm probably going to hash it actually, because I don't like storing IDs in data. So I'm probably going to generate a hash from that is not reversible, and then I'll compare that when I actually use the blacklist. So I'll do that. So then we added it, and then we broadcast. There's our broadcast. Now we refresh the list, and it didn't change anything. Let's try it again. I want to track what happens when it refreshes. Bam. Then you're blacklisted. And then we do this. Oh. Okay, I missed something here. Oh, I didn't actually save the save game after I added the name. Which, by the way, in Unreal Engine, save game doesn't necessarily mean a save game. It can be anything you want it to be. And in my case, I have a save game that's going to be the blacklist. So it's just a nice fit. Now, how do I save? So I'll have to stop debugging as soon as Visual Studio ever replies. I'm sure Godot editor never freezes like this does. Okay. I think it's... Oh, wait a minute. I thought I already had a function for saving. I do for creating a save game, but... Yeah, oh, gameplay stacks, okay. Save game to slot. So we'll take blacklist. And this, what was the slot name? And user index is, I think, user index. There we go. And we'll need to do this for unblacklisting and blacklisting. Okay, that should fix that bug. What I'm expecting to happen is my name will get removed from the who's in the match list, and then a blank row will be added to the list beneath, if I did it right. And here we go. Nah, nothing happened. Let me double check. We saved it, I think. And then let's see if we showed up in the list. No. Okay, I think I may know why. Oh yeah, definitely know why. This needs to be serialized. This property needs to be serialized. And I've got to remember, what is the correct syntax for that? Let's go look at another save game and remember. That's it, you property save game. I knew it was something different. And we should have had that in our save game. So let's go here. There we go, now it's going to save. And there it is. And now officially blacklisted myself. And now I gotta fill this text block out. So I'm not going to have an avatar on the side. We're not going to do that. We're just going to make the text appear over here. For now, we're just going to do a name. Nothing fancy. I'm going to build on that. So let's get the name. Probably just copy it. Oh, we already have it. Okay. Initial setup, and then we're just going to fill the name in. So if this works, then I should see my name appear in that lower list when I do this again. Bam. Yep, there it is. It's not centered properly, but it's there. So let's center that real quick. Actually, with scale box. Now wait a minute. Is that the right? Huh. Okay, let's center it better. There we go. Let's see if that looks better. That looks worse. Somehow. It actually got worse. So that was not the right thing to do. And I think I'll get to centering it in a minute. What I want to do is the overlay for unblacklisting it. Oh, it's that avatar. It's making it okay. What I'm going to do is have a spacer there. That'll get the job done. How tall is that? 96. Okay. And then this overlay, that needs to be centered. Okay. You know, I'm not liking the whole unblacklist. Maybe I should do whitelist instead. Unblacklist just sounds... No, they're two different things. Let's stick with this. Okay, we don't need it that far. Let's just do 30. Okay. And then, where's the unblacklist button? And we're going to have the same mouse events too. And we're going to have some animations too. Okay, so good. So that's the animations. And now let's play those when we do mouse movements. And then we remove the player from the blacklist when that button is pressed. Okay, let's see how far we got. Blacklisted. Oh, it worked. Worked the first time. Unblacklist. Blacklist. Unblacklist. So it looks like it's working. Oh, we still gotta populate the bottom part though. Let's do that first. And we're gonna want to track local blacklisted players in game. then populate the blacklisted. Oh, it's gotta be strings. Fine. All right. Okay, so does that contain? Then we'll need to add. We're going to need a new object. That looks good. Oh, and this should be user. Okay. Okay, and then we add that to the list. Now the trick is we have two different kinds of structures here. Let's see. So let's go here. I think we'll make a separate. I think we'll make a separate list item. I want to do a little name cleanup too. My hosted player wrapper. You know, no, I think I am going to use the same one. Let's see. let's see if it's tenable at least. Player state. I just don't like having two different item types for the same list item. Okay, so then we'll do offline player. Shelly Bell, welcome. How you doing this evening? Did you work today? Oh, Easter was great. It's a great weekend. I had time with Air Force, game player, and I did some cooking, and it was all great. I made a deluxe version of my breakfast skillet. Eggs, cheese, onions, peppers, ham. And it was great. Alright, and I lost my train of thought. Where was I? Okay, so this. What's this? It's item 1. Oh, that's weird. There we go. You worked all weekend, today's your day off, cool. So we're gonna make this, instead of this, we're gonna do to BP blacklist. Player wrapper. Get blacklisted user. It's not showing. Why is it showing? Oh, let's see. That looks all right. Oh, that should be transient. Yeah. Actually, maybe not. Maybe not for a list item. So let's do, I just want to get this. Blacklisted player wrapper. Why isn't it let me getting this? Oh. That's better. Any updates in my game? Well, I submitted the demo to Steam as well as the store page. I'm just waiting on Steam. It's going to be at least a week before I hear back, and they tell me that they rejected it for some reason or other. It always happens because one little mistake or two, it just kind of always happens. But I'll fix the mistakes that I made and get the game out. So there we go. And this is the main store page. If anyone wants to wishlist it, I'll support it as welcome. Control values, that looks right. So I'm going to need, it's this. blacklisted player. Okay, let me check something here. I need to view in detail view. I'm going to separate these out into its own folder. It's easier to find things. Yeah, that's going to be better already. And we'll do our friends widgets in here. And better names. I know, I think I want to do abbreviations here. Yeah, that's more readable to me. So let me go back to making sure I populated this list right. So the first list we are doing match players. Second one, blacklisted match player. Actually, that name should be like this, match player list item. Blacklisted match player, check. Okay, so that looks right. Let's open this up. Okay, that's hooked in. Do it by string. I'm going to punt on this. I want to see if the other users I made earlier tonight show up in the list first. Backlisted players who are not in the current match. Yeah, that's the ones I made earlier tonight. Cool. Alright, gotta make a change. Let's do... buy info. It's gonna be a little ugly, but it'll get us by for now. Here, sort of do the same thing as before. Oh, but then I had to broadcast an ID too. Oh. Because the thing is, I don't store, maybe I need to store the user ID in its non-text form. That would really solve a lot of problems. I wonder if I should be doing that. I don't even know if I can. Maybe I can. Let's see. Or if I can store it. Store it directly. So I think I tried this before and it didn't let me. Oh, I guess it does. Okay. Well then, we're just going to store it like so. We're just going to trash the old value like it never existed, and we'll store it like that. Let's see if that compiles, though. Hey, I think it will compile. before I actually run, I need to destroy the old save game. There. Now we can change this back to that. This compiles, but I don't think... Wait, let me go back. Alright, so go back to the list item. That should do it. Ah, now it's in both. Okay, I think we're nearly getting it working. Okay, and then we'll okay, there we go again. Get blacklisted player. So you can skip that practically. No, okay. So I think that's saving it right, but it's not loading it right. Okay, so, or me, oh, get that ID. Oh, that didn't save. Yeah, it didn't serialize correctly. Okay, I just think it's gonna work this way. Let me double check. Okay, it's actually not gonna serialize, I don't think. Yeah, because of this. This will make it not serialize right, so we're gonna have to do strings all the way. Okay. Which means that whenever we take someone off the blacklist, we will need to get the string value equivalent of their user ID. Hey, night, buddy. Night, Irish on Games. Have a good night. Hey, thanks, much appreciate it. Hope the demo gets out before end of the month. It's all just waiting on Steam now. But then that's just the beginning, because now I got to wrangle up players, and marketing is not exactly my strong point right now. Okay, so we'll start the save game. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it like that. Raku, how many years do you develop? Well, I've been dabbling in programming for about for 40 years, starting with the Atari 400 Basic, then moving on to let's see, GW Basic on the PC, and then hey, thanks for the follow. Let's see, and then after that, kind of started dabbling in C, assembler, then C++, and then a bunch of other stuff after that. Well, much appreciated. So yeah, it's been a long time, but I'm still enjoying it, and I'm happy to see that so many people have made it a fun hobby, and some of them have seen incredible success. Others have had other kinds of success, personal success, and or you know, it's so. But it's really cool seeing everything how it's all working out. Net ID. Think along someone has fun being a dev. Yep, because I don't know, maybe it's that you get to create things from where there's nothing. Maybe that's what I like it a lot. Because you sit and you have to start a new project. There's like it doesn't do anything except maybe a basic hello world kind of thing. And just the bits aren't there. It doesn't do anything. And then you push the bits around to make them do things, to show you things, to play sounds, to do all kinds of fun gameplay to even application development, which is where I spent 20 years developing medical patient tracking software. That was satisfying in its own way. Wasn't gaming, but it was satisfying. Yeah, it's like seeing projects come together, seeing people in medical practices able to track their patients more effectively and grow and retain their staff, get more patients, and being that we were a part of that, it just feels good. Even if it wasn't glamorous most of the time, and lots of long hours. All right. So, populated black players not in the match. Okay. All right, so we got to shape this into a string array again. We add the string. Yeah, so if you want to see kind of some of the stuff I worked on in the past, these are just release projects. It doesn't even really speak much to the stuff I didn't release. So I have this website, gameon.com, and so you can kind of see, the game under the game section, stuff that I worked on in the past and working on now. A lot of mobile games, but I took them down because mobile game development is its own beast, and I don't have the time and the money to keep, upkeep that stuff. So I wanted to go back to PC because that's where my heart is, and make PC games again. So, and I also have an IndieDB as well. That's an older site. Yeah, I put all my unfinished games are here too. A lot of these are finished. Some of these I never really got off the ground, but I bet most game developers have a few of those. Yeah, mobile games are worth keeping on the store. Yeah, and every time I was done with it, I'll post a link here. Every time I was done with it, it was always, hey, a new screen resolution came out. You need to support like 1940 by 1125, and I don't have any devices with that. So, so I got to find an emulator for it and make that work. Even then, it's just not the same. Like, you got to have the hardware. Emulators, they help and they're good, but there's nothing like having that hardware there because it just doesn't look like it does emulated to me. Okay, so we got this is working again. This is still broken. Yeah, we're gonna have to do on blacklist. We're gonna need an overload for that. Yeah, by user. Yeah, if you have a few phones, and then you gotta do tablets. So you're like, well, I didn't really design my game for a tablet, and if you don't release it on your tablet, then you lose a percentage of your audience right there. And because everyone else makes the games that work on both phones and tablets, and it's just all that work. Not only that, but just getting noticed in the mobile space, iOS and Android. Even if you get your game on both, you're competing against well over 300,000 games now, something like that. And the top 10 usually don't budge from the list. So your dreams of being in the top 10, as an indie especially, even if you're commercial, even if you got $100 million on your back, you gotta really fight tooth and nail just to get even the top 50. So because those people in the top 10, they are pretty nesting are well nested there. You know, they got lots of money coming in and going out. He got lucky on Android, the popular cat game, having me in the first relevant game when you clicked them, but iOS was dead in the water. Yeah, that's a funny thing too. I've had different audience numbers, but when you combine all of my mobile releases together and my PC releases, I had before I took them all down, 300,000 downloads. So, but yeah, I can hang my head on that. And that was over 10 years ago. So, but yeah, but I was terrible at monetization. I only made only made 4 figures at best. Yeah, I got 200,000. That's something you can hang your hat on too. All right, so. Let's see, and I think Godot supports mobile. Yeah, I even saw Just Cavino had a mobile Godot game. I thought. See, I didn't spam enough ads. Yeah. I tried everything. I tried ads. I tried in-apps, and altogether, ads actually got me the most income. I guess people weren't too bothered. Well, not everyone was bothered very much by them. If I talk to developers, they're all bothered. They all hate ads, but gotta keep in mind, the audience that you're writing for. A lot of them just don't mind or don't even notice or whatever. So it is the norm. Or games have both. That said, there was one golf game that I actually liked the ads on because they integrated it so seamlessly into the game. When you finished playing a hole, it would show an ad for a real life product, but it was in the game's art direction, and it looked seamless, and it was real ad, but it looked like it was part of the game. And I was so impressed with that I actually thought, I would actually reward those guys with a few taps if I really enjoyed the golf game. So, but yeah, like just a random like billboards. Yeah, like billboards. And Hypnotic Games is rated. Hey, it's a night of raids for sure. So for those of you just joining us right now, I am Gamion. I'm a AAA developer by day and indie by nights and weekends. So I'm going to start with a shout out to Hypnotic Games. So let's do that shout out. You get dunt. Let's see. Yeah, look at everyone's on tonight.
all of that will come soon, like when you are laid to rest. Right? You'll have all of these different areas of accommodation being rented out to people. When it rains, you'll have plenty of pools around. There'll be more than 12 kids in there.
And words of wisdom from Hypnotic Games. Yes, I am a solo dev. I am a solo dev, but that said, I did not do the artwork. And I feel like I always have to qualify that because my definition of solo dev is, I think, maybe not the norm of what's in the industry. But yeah, I am the only developer working on this game right now. And speaking of which, I'd like to show you all, who haven't seen it yet, the game. Let me pull up a recent build. Let's see. Let's do a play test. Let's see if I can do a development build here. Because I want to show off like some more of the levels and the characters that we had before, and I want to show you in a special showcase mode. It's more fun to show off. So let's do a custom game. Yeah, this is it. All right, we're gonna do. I'm gonna start in the slog bog. So it's kind of grassy. So let's do this. And for those of you who watched me play earlier, this is different. And now we have 9 characters. These are the default 9 we're going to play as. I'm going to be Dodger because that's my main. I actually have a main in this game. And this is actually an orc water park in this world. You gotta watch out for the log rides as they come at you. Now let me put it on playtesting too. There, so you can see more. Oh yeah. Oh, missed. What? She could have made the goal. What's wrong with you? Make me look bad on my own stream. Here, eat my turret. What? That does it. Oh, nice. Let's see if we got this. Oh, no. Get it. All right. Let's take it home. Now just imagine playing this game with your friends. Oh. And how crazy it's going to be. Air Force game player, welcome. We had a playtest last Wednesday, and it was so much fun. We had 5 players. All right, let's take it in. Oof. Yeah, watch out for those log rides. It's always him. Well, I'm going to switch to. You can change your team, your player mid-game. So now I'm going to be the were-orc. You can transform into a beast and smash everything up. Oh, you know. Oh. Alright, time to go in were-orc mode. Oh, or not. Looks like just some. Oh wow, our whole team got knocked down. Oh. Well then, I'll switch to another hero, Horus. Show them. Oh, I can't believe he stole the ball from me. All right, from downtown. Whoa! Unbelievable! That was one of my best goals ever. Oh, from this fire. Ouch. Ouch. We got crushed. So these are the accolades. MVP and the other team. There's a bug where SVP isn't always assigned, and there's no SVP here, so gotta fix that. So we're gonna do one more quick match, show off some of the other stuff we got. You know, I don't think I've shown off the Coliseum lately. I just put in mercenaries, so let's see, I'll be Tunia. No, I'll be Guthorn. So I just put in mercenaries, and you collect coins in the Coliseum, and when you've collected enough, then the mercenaries come and work for you and fight for you. Ow, that's what you get for jumping Horus. There's the coin. Yep, mine now. No, oh, what are you doing, Prowler? Oh, almost missed that. Alright, let's get some dragons in here. Alright, looks like our guys, here come our mercenaries. Seem to be bunching together, apparently. See, I'm chasing the other team. Looks like our guys are down. Uh-oh. Looks like all the mercenaries are alive now. It's gonna get really interesting, I think. Ouch. Oh yeah. Get it, get it. Oh. Yeah. Good pass. You're not getting it. Oh. You gotta take those mercenaries down stat. He's really gonna get more. Actually, what happens if they get all the coins and the mercenaries are alive? I guess it spawns more. Yeah, here they come. had it with you three. Hey, you're supposed to be stunned there. What's wrong with you? Alright, here comes our mercenaries. Oh. By the way, you may have noticed the match clock is frozen. I fixed that. This is an older build. So I'll just do another couple of seconds of this. See if we can get one gold. Yeah! Alright, so, again, that is Field of Heroes. Workday's done, gonna run. Thanks for coming, Jacob. Hope to see you again sometime. So, again, this is Field of Heroes. Go ahead. I think I have the wish list pinned. Yeah, follow the pinned link for the wish list. And the demo's already been submitted to Steam for review. And hopefully by end of the month, the demo will be out. And then it'll be your chance to play with your friends and see what you think. And if it's not your thing, then so be it. But if it is your thing, then again, wishlist it. And looking forward to getting the early access in summer, which is the current plan. All right, I'm blacklisted. So let me put the music back on here. All right. So I was just changing. So I'm working right now tonight. I'm working on again, this is a solo dev project, but I commissioned an artist to do all the artwork, so that you saw. Tonight I was working on the blacklist. So if you're in a game and some players are trolling you or they're being very nasty in chat, then you can flag them, and the game will mute them for you, and it will avoid matchmaking games with them in the game. So, and that's going to be a nice start. I don't think it's. Hopefully, no one's going to need to blacklist anybody anytime soon, but I got to be ready for it. If anyone posts in the forums that the game isn't fun because of the players, then I need to be ready for that. We all have different tolerances of friendly trash talk and non-friendly trash talk and everything in between. So, but at a minimum, players do have some control over this. And I fortunately do not have the time to moderate all the games. I don't have any phone homes whenever people curse and chat and anything like that. I just don't have the time for that, or the resources for that matter. All right, so let's go back to getting the blacklist just about working. There, we gotta do the string. There, and then this will be string version. Okay, and that should work. And my cat is still, well, I think she was under there, and then she got some food, and I don't know where she is anymore. But if she were here, then let me show you the kind of antics that you'd be seeing. Okay. Really? Oh, I guess we don't need... That'll be fine. I think we're almost done with the very, very bare minimum blacklisting support. It, by that I mean it will add it to the blacklist, but doesn't actually filter or do anything yet. I'm just working on the interface for it. this. Yeah, let's change our signature. Okay, you're happy now. Let's see. All right. On blacklist player by user. And that should make you happy. And this one's already happy. All right, so let's test it out. So, let's go here. I will blacklist myself. Okay, good. So now I'm here as where I should be. Now unblacklist myself. Good. Back to the top. So I'll blacklist again, but now I'm going to restart the simulator. Good. So now I'm at the bottom because because whenever you start a new play and editor session, you have a different ID for yourself. Good. And we'll unblacklist them. Good. So it's working. Now let me run it again. Should be no one in the blacklist list. And there we go. So it looks like that's basically working now. So let me see what files I changed. Oh boy. That's a lot. This is where I review my C++ changes. Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, added all this, added that folder. Yeah, this looks good. Move some stuff around. So we'll say, let's see, implemented base blacklist interface, blacklist player drawer interface that can track blacklisted players. They can blacklist and unblacklist. I'm purposefully not saying whitelist because that kind of applies to a more different kind of list and more affirmative list, as opposed to being removed from a blacklist. Okay, so that looks good. Now, this is a demo branch, so I need to pick my changes to the main branch. So let's switch this workspace, once I'm out of the editor. Alright, so now what we'll do is we'll switch to the main branch. Good, and then we're going to bring over two changes that I made in the demo. Oh, conflict. Well, I guess I'm not going to bring that one over. These are binary files. I can't merge that over. That's fine. Yeah, but these I can. So we're going to repeat the same change lists, and now that's in main. Alright, and let's while I'm still in the main branch, let me make sure things look as expected. 21. Let's see how I'm doing in... Holy cow, it's been over 3 hours? Whoa. For me, that's a very long night, because I put in 8 hours of AAA development today, and usually I'm running on fumes when I do my nightly stream, or my weekly stream. While I'm waiting for that let's see how my Microscape account's doing. So, for those of you who've never seen it before, if you're into idle or idle self-playing MMOs, I was introduced to one recently called Microscape, and it's for Twitch users. So you sign up with your Twitch account and you play, and you're idling away, gaining levels. Man, when are we gonna get to level 30? It's taking forever. Now I'll get there. So yeah, I'm working my way to level 30. Probably overnight I'll be there, good to go. All right. So let's look at let's see if we got the blacklist again. Again, this is the main branch, so... Yep, there it is. Now, something else I want to do. I could not merge the change I made earlier on stream where I added a confirmation menu to the quit button. So I'm going to do that manually, but it's going to be easier than it sounds. So I'm going to bring back source control, switch back to the demo project. And then go back to that widget that I wanted to convert. And while we wait, let's see. I just want everyone on stream to know that the unofficial soft drink of this stream is Coca-Cola, approved by my cat Missy, Mega Kitty. And Mega Kitty approves of Coca-Cola. Just look how excited she is to get an ice-cold, refreshing bottle. Alright, so back to the menu item. Alright, so let's look at that confirmation. It's even again. Yeah, and true story, she actually did try to drink some once, but I wouldn't let her because I have no idea what it's going to do to cats. All right, there's a confirmation. So these are the nodes I'm going to copy, and check this out. In Unreal Engine, when you copy and paste these graph nodes, they actually go into your notepad. This is how it looks raw as text, which means that you can copy and paste nodes from one project to another. Now, obviously, if the nodes don't exist in the other project, dependencies don't exist, then yeah, it's going to break, but it's pretty cool. It's really forward-thinking on their part. Now let me switch back to the main branch. And thanks for the follow, best friend all. So let's go back to the main. And maybe, just maybe, we'll see each other on the field of heroes once the demo comes out. And that's when the gauntlet is thrown down and people can start reviewing the game and giving me feedback. And it's going to be a ride, that's for sure. Oh, I think I hear her in the other room eating again. So, but yeah, she's a good kitty. I think this is the one. This is my emote, I think. Oh no, that's different. But it looks same basic shape. All right. So now let's get that confirmation button in here. So we look for the quit. Okay, so yeah, here is quick game, and then, bam! There's our nodes from the demo branch. Just copy and paste them. And let's make sure we get a confirmation on that. Now we set quit. Are you sure you wish to quit? No. Quit. Yes. And it works. So let's commit that to source control in the main branch. Add a confirmation button to quit, and there we go. And then we're going to switch back to the demo branch so I don't forget later. And then we'll switch here. Then, let's see what we got. So I'm going to show you what work is left post-demo. So I use Jira to track my bugs. And it's I don't use any of their fancy features and pipelines. This is just dirt simple list of tasks with very limited categories and limited capabilities. So they'll try to lure me into paying someday. And so anyway, these are the tasks that I have to do. These are the post-demo tasks. These are the issues that I found in the demo that I need to fix before early access happens. And there's some good suggestions in here. A lot of them came from my testers. For instance, 2 of the heroes, or 3 of the heroes, have slightly more health than the others, but the health bars appear the same size on the screen. And the player suggested, my friend suggested, that I make the bar as wide, like bigger, because it has more health. So I'm going to do that. And that, there's some weird issues, funky issues in the main menu interface. If you kick a ball, then someone standing near you might catch it instantly if they're not in front of you somehow, that kind of stuff. They want abilities to be more responsive. So things like that. These are a lot of things I need to do still. And that's on top of whatever feedback I get from people who play the demo. So, and you know, when I started this project 4 years ago in my free time, I thought, oh wait, that one's done. Oh, why is that? That should be. Actually, that's not done for Postman. But yeah, I thought, you know, 4 years ago, you know, how hard can this soccer brawler be? You got some basic fields. You get some hero. You come up with some heroes with weapons and magic, and put them on the field, and you know, teach them some AI ball mechanics, and you know, do multiplayer, and you're good to go. How hard could that be? And I thought I could get it done in 2 years, but no, because the level of polish that I wanted for the game as it got bigger, I just wanted it to look like a big team of professionals did the game. And in a way it is, because I commissioned an artist, and I'll show you them in the credits. Actually, I think they're in the demo credits. Let me bring that up. Let me bring up the latest demo build, and I'll show you the credits. And that's over here. So I have my own game studio, and it's just me. So solo dev studio, and that's me. And then this is the art studio who I commissioned. And that's their team. So you'll see the same names numerous times. That's just, they're keep it lean and mean. So yeah, that's credits. So that's that. Yeah, there's plenty more stuff to do. While I'm waiting for the demo, and that doesn't even count the marketing stuff. I'm making a bunch of YouTube shorts that I want to release when the demo comes out. Spread the word. Get influencers involved if I can. Yeah, it's a lot of work to do. So I'm hoping for the best. I honestly, right now, I care more about having a positive rating than I do about, recovering what I put into it financially. Because it means more to me, having a very positive reviews and feedback. So, because that means all the hard work, I did it right. I can hang my head on that. So anyway, so it's again, so I've been streaming about 3.5 hours. I'm gonna braid us off because I'm starting to run on fumes. To Swashbuckling Fox, who is also developing an Unreal Engine game, and he's a lot of fun. Just really cool guy to hang out with. So I highly recommend it. So thanks everyone so much for coming to watch this stream. Thank you all for all the raids. It's been a real exciting night. Can't believe it. And hope to see you all next Monday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Until then, have a good one.